Welcome to Creamer Media's Polity. I'm Brad Doubleman. I'm at the Centre for Policy Studies in Braamfontein to meet with Senior Research Associate Aubrey Machiki to discuss the recent Cosatu-sponsored civil society conference. Aubrey, Cosatu recently called a civil society conference. The ANC objected to this, yet Cosatu feels it's justified. What is your analysis of this recent tension within the alliance?
Well, I think the current cause of the tension, that is the civil society conference that was partly sponsored by Cosatu, is unfortunate in the sense that there is a tendency to reduce democracy to electoral politics, or even worse, to reduce our democracy to the party political space. Some in doing that will equate democracy to ANC rule, which I suppose is what motivated the hysterical response of the ANC.
Do you see the civil society movement having a significant impact on South African politics?
Well, not in the short run. But what we do need to do is to nurture the non-party political space. Because what has happened since the unbanning of the ANC in 1990 is that civil society has been in retreat. And as a result, I see this attempt to resuscitate civil society as another attempt, and this being the attempt to reclaim the position of civil society and broaden the spaces in which we can engage politically as citizens.
Why do you think the ANC has come out so strongly against this initiative?
Well, while I say they are being paranoid and hysterical, I think because of our political reality of single-party dominance, it has been tempting for some in the ANC and outside the ANC to think the space that is occupied by the ANC is the totality of the democratic space available to us. And hence they see this attempt to resuscitate civil society as a threat to its dominance. On the other hand, there may have been suspicions behind the ANC's response to the effect that Zwelinzima Vavi and others have attached themselves to political forces that are hostile to the ANC in pursuit of political ambitions that are not obvious yet.
What is the role of civil society in South African politics? And do you think that the movement could spawn a credible opposition movement?
Well, that question is interesting because what it does, once again, is to foreground the party political space. In other words, if civil society becomes effective, in its effectiveness, what will come out is an opposition political party. Whereas what we need is a coincidence of the two spaces, the party political space and the non-party political space, and an interaction between the two spaces, sometimes even healthy conflict between the two spaces, because what we need is a situation where if citizens are failed by political parties, they have an alternative. The alternative form of engagement would be civil society and citizens engaging in the non-party political space and having that space interact with the formal party political space.
Thank you, Aubrey.
You're welcome.